Let's go to work. Hey! Cheater! Oh, the light, let me see. Yeah. All right, let's continue with the thing. Let's see if we can't get some more blasting done. Oh, look at there, lights come halfway on. Ah. Tough paint up under there. There's some kind of black paint up under there. It's real tough. Might be epoxy. The only explanation, it's kind of like the magic bullet theory, is what happened here was one of these balls fell out of here. One of these ball bearings fell out of here and got lodged in here, which is impossible because it's resting in a race. That's the only thing that I can come up with. Makes no sense. I've gave that more thought than it deserves, but in the meanwhile, got to do some bead blasting. I got the camera right in between me here. This is going to be hard to do. Let me see if I get some of this up. This is the best angle, but the camera in the tripod is all up in my way. You're seeing what I'm seeing. Now if I can just reach the foot pedal. Need more beads. Battery time. I gotta knock some beads down here too. Crawl out from under the tripod. Okay, we need a deadbolt and we ain't got one. so I'm gonna make one.
Well, we have just got through searching all over for 30 minutes for a deadbolt. Anything we do about it.
Okay, here's our rod. That's probably a hard boy right there. We're going to bend it right here, upward, and then we can put us a little knob on there right there. Jim, go find a little knob. Let me turn this around, cut some more.
Hey, I just had a knob.
Yeah, I have all kinds of little knobs here. Here's one knob that ain't little enough, but too big a thread, that's half inch. You find a knob box?
No.
Here's a little knob right here. I bet you this will do it. I bet it looks like 3/8.
This one would have worked fine, but it's fine thread. Dang it.
That's fine thread too, ain't it?
Too big.
Too big?
Yeah.
What is that? That's 3/8. That goes on the itty bitty lathe. Oh, I got a knob around here, I know. Alright, on the knob search. Alright, we're looking for a knob. And I'm getting molested by the paint. Oh, there you go, paint. The oil can. That's that little bitty knob. Probably a 1/4 inch.
Where is it at? Oh, that's a super small 1/4 incher.
Alright. We'll go with the big knob. Okay.
Like a little gear shift.
Alright, now we're going to use the tri-square and get dead center of these things. And we'll need it. If you cut it, these ain't square. Then I'm going to take it back over there. Next time I saw it, it will be square. I want to get the center of this, and for something like this, you know, I say that's the center. Eyeball it, and then I take my square, run it over to there. That's like have something black to mark on. We'll mark it right there. I turn it around. We'll mark it right there. That's my center right in there. Now if I can see the mark, and I'll set my square right there, allow for this big thick pin, you know. Take my other piece, and dead on the money. Remark this. I think we may have to go get some of this off so we can see what we're doing, huh?
Okay, it's cleaned up now.
Now we'll be able to see. Now let me see what I got to bend this with. Well, you got a spacer to go in here? I'm not centered. Now I am. I want it right there. If it'll stay but you know how it is. If I wanted it to do that, it wouldn't do it. Now I've done it.
It was the other piece that dropped down there.
Up there where I can see it.
Get it back set up here. Okay, got the second one set up.
All we need to do is make our bolt holes, whatever side bolt we decide to use. Alright, we got our spacer board, we got our, what do you call that, deadbolt hinges maybe? We got screws, oh yeah, we're cool as a fool. Getting more. How to turn these blacksmith black is you get a big 5-gallon bucket full of motor oil, used motor oil. You get your holes already in there and you dip it. You dip it continuously into the bucket. It will catch fire. It's got to be red, cherry red. Keep dipping it and it will turn it black. Come in about that far. I don't know. Can you see that, Mark?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good for you. I can't. In there like that, if I can hold it still. I can't see that one.
Barely there. Visible.
Hoping he'll hit his finger and that way we can laugh.
Probably will.
Alright, that's the little punch. Now we use a little bigger punch. Put the punch over here, it'll get punchy. Now we're ready to drill. That's not a starter bit, but okay.
$1 bit.
Yeah, that's gold. Okay, let's let it cool. Let's find a better bit here.
Please.
we got a new bit in there. Little man over there. Here, let me open. Let me show them. If you're drilling and you got your hands down below here on a piece like this, that can come around there and take your fingers off. Stick that out the bit through there?
We will probably need to.
Needs to be one size bigger than this.
Remember which one I got. Should have left it laying out.
Definitely bigger. Actually, we don't want the one you got.
It's the right size, it's just extremely big.
Something's wrong there. Bit bent. Well, I think that tightening that.
Watch that this time, he let that go and about knocked me out. I was in camera mode.
Let's step back, man, it worked.
I was up in the camera mode and forgot all about it. Alright, I already found the screws for it.
All you can do is put your chin right here, your jaw, and I'm gonna go like this.
Done found the screws for it, so I guess unless it needs a little spacer, we're ready to put it on.
My homemade reamer.
We're gonna bend this bar, so how far over you want me to go?
Probably about right there. Come down on the back of your rod just a little bit. Let me out there. Right there. Now what we gotta do, we ain't got no hinges on the door yet. We gotta go put hinges on it. And then when we close it, we're gonna mark right around here and drill a hole for this to slide through. After we slide this through, however much we want it to make this sink in there, then that'll tell us where we're gonna put our bend in that right there. So we're gonna put some hinges on the door.
Where are the hinges?
Alright, we got one hinge on. Make sure you hear me line.
the ground. It went right through his hole.
Excellent. You got any more?
Yeah.
I found it. Alright, before we put in them others, we'll have to open up the door and probably have to grind them off. It's just a piece of plywood upside the wall. Got another for you, Harry. It's kind of dried out though.
Maybe make a better shoe out of that. Grinding the screws that went through.
Okay, because of the way this is made, this is always tight on the door and it takes a while to break in, so we're going to put little washers behind here, give us clearance to mess with this thing. Now we want to close this door and we want to run this up through there. I want the door to stay closed. We have to go out there and put something up against it. And if you get a black pen over there, we'll run this up there and mark around it. That's our target that we're going to drill a hole. Alright, open the door. That's our target right there. Looks like it's already moved from there. Okay. We'll have to pull the door in, which will require a handle. You need a half-inch drill bit. We're going to use a starter bit.
Think about it like that.
And we'll never get our hand in there. I put it right here.
Won't be on nothing solid.
Put it right here.
Jump. One of those mosquitoes you don't see.
I ain't got time to worry about a mosquito. I'm trying to get this door up.
That looks straight.
I can't tell. Alright. I'll mark that right there, see how far we're going in. How far is it? That's good enough.
Yeah, 20.
Alright, let's close her back up. That went up to the mark. Alright, let me see that pen. We want to bend this. Probably, you don't want to bend it too much, you know, it'll mess up right there. So we're going to make sure that don't happen and put it right there if I can get this in the camera. Okay, we're going to bend it right there. I'm going to put it right there on the mark where I marked it, even though it'll go down a little bit, and I'm going to heat it up right there at the edge of the vise and bend it. I'm going to preset this right here. You can use this, or you can find you a piece of pipe to put over that, you know. Turn that light out and we'll see when it's red. Get a little red on there, enough. Pouring through that opening. That's got cold because of the precipitator, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
And it's running out of gas.
I hear it. I think that's about it.
That's all we're going to get. It don't have to be perfectly square.
Either I'm looking at it or the camera's looking at it. I don't seem like I can do both.
Okay. Can't wait on him. Too slow.
Alright, that's cool. Hey, look at that. I got it more than a elbow.
I always keep it spare.
Well, I didn't even know we had a spare. Where was it?
Home, Jeff.
Them bottles actually last quite a while. Okay.
And I'll save that.
Okay. Mopped up.
All up in the dark. Now what you want to do there is pull this out. You want a little nail right here coming out to keep you from pulling it all the way out, which you need something hard, and all I got is something like a 4-penny nail. That's all I got. Right here is what you want for it to come back. And boy, that is much thicker than a 4-penny nail. As I dealt with that, I put a flat on it. But after, like I say, after it wears in, you ain't got to worry about no clearance. use this. We have elected to use this, and we're gonna pull this back about right there, and we're gonna mark it right here. Can you see that mark?
Not really.
All right, go get a bigger pen.
All over 2.
No, I don't see nothing. One thing, we're over here in the dark.
I can see that. Alright, now we're going to see if this little thing will drill. That's some pretty tough stuff.
Yeah, that might not drill. I'll try though. We ain't gotta have this exactly straight up, but that's the way I want it. Jim will have to hold, and I'll have to get my hammer.
Don't you miss that punch.
Alright, I think it'll drill it.
Punch pretty good.
You gotta hold it. Oh, I'd like to have something thinner than this to hold that, you know. That might not happen. The device, the way it's made, wants to roll it, you know what I mean? It don't have to be, but I'd like for it to be. I need a hammer to make it understand what I want.
I'm still having some mild, whatever you'd call it, symptoms of
I've done it now.
bad potato salad.
Yeah, me too.
From like 4 days ago now, 3 days ago, I don't know.
Alright. Tweezer time. Go get some tweezers.
Big crap with this thing.
Don't tell me you can't see without. It's right there, right beside the other one.
Piece of metal out. Alright. Medical treatment's over.
I need to turn it. I want it right there. How's that look? It don't go in there.
Yeah, it did over there.
Well, it don't here. We'll see if we can start it, but I doubt it.
Yeah, let me get the wrench then.
That thing's blocking all the light off, huh? I don't like it being not down in there further, but we'll try that a while. Comes out, we'll do it a little better. In a hurry.
I don't believe it could ever come out. I said, I don't believe it could ever come out.
Take a lot of force back before it'll loosen up, make it come out. Here. Won't be sliding it back through there. You got to take the back one loose.
Take this back out, slide it in, and put it back in.
Something crazy with it now. Is it loose, tight? What is it?
That's it.
Alright.
Cool.
One-handed, I can't do it. Alright. You can put a metal plate here, you know, and then make it go in. Or a washer, big washer. Alright, now that that's took up the rest of the afternoon. Alrighty, I think that's just about it. I believe so.
That's the one I brought, a piece of aluminum. So you get
Let me move this fan out of the way. It's going to mess up the camera. Chris going to show me what he's talking about.
Alright, what have you got that you're going to weld on this? You going to weld on that side, this side, or the bottom? I was talking about...
Alright, let me explain this to him. I ain't got no...
Or if you do it that way, you could do it right on the bottom. And then we can do it that way. But I was thinking about coming down, bending the L, letting it go out up under this floorboard. There's going to be a rubber pad that sets up off of this. Let it L and then drill a couple of holes through here and bolt it.
What about
in.
this right here? You got a...
Yeah, you got that lip back there, but that would just put it a little further back. I mean, that would work if you put it right on top of it. Like that. And then do the same. See, I was trying to get out of being able to see a screw back here. In there it won't hurt, but I didn't want to see one back here, so that's why I was talking about coming down, bending the L, and then bolting it under here where you wouldn't see the bolts. This one will work. We can put it right there, but this one back here, if it would come down like that right there, and then have a 90-degree out that I could put a couple of bolts right there.
On top?
Yeah, put them through the top. You know, let it.
You want this to fold right here or up under the bottom?
On top. Because see, there's a rubber pad that sticks in these holes, and it sets up about that high. So this could turn and go up under it.
Alright.
A piece, maybe a little thinner than that, or that would probably work. Just as long as it elbowed and went right up under there.
Alright.
You know, like that. And then that would sit right there. It'd be over that way.
Okay.
But you see, it would be on out over the edge out there, and let it just elbow, and I could put a washer or something there, but it would set up like that.
Okay. I think we got it all squared away now.
Alright. Now, I got another project.
What's that?
Got a 20mm bullet.
Dang.
Have you got anything aluminum, stainless, or steel or something that big that you could make 2 replicas of that? With
2 replicas?
Yeah, with a lip and everything. Measure it with a micrometer, you know. Make 2 more identical to it with the same bevel. This has got to be
I
the
always
same.
use the string. Is that close enough?
To measure. Okay, yeah. Hey. Yeah, just measure it that way and hold your finger there and mark it. But because he's got some holes,
Yeah.
and he's wanting just to set them up, and this is the perfect size. It fits in the end of that hole. So he wants 2 more.
Out of aluminum?
Aluminum, stainless, metal.
Be a lot easier with aluminum.
Yeah, cut it down out of that.
No, that's my driver. That's a lot of work right there.
I know. All right.
Alright.
All right. Weld it at the starting of the cut.
Alright.
But it just has to be longer than this because it's going to come down and bend out here.
You want it longer than that?
Yeah, it's got to be to come down and elbow out to here.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Got to L. Unless you want to do that.
Yeah, I can do that too. I got some
That
more of
don't-
that over there.
That don't give you much to weld on though. Because that's sitting down in there, it'd be like that.
I don't care. It don't belong to me.
Okay. Not going on your bike. Guess I could.
I get it.
I guess I could glue it there. Huh?